Hello YouTube family, welcome to another autism video. This video I'm really excited about. A viewer requested it a couple months ago and I just haven't got around to it. But it is potty training tips when you have an autistic child or toddler. Now I want to say that Noah is almost 10 years old and he is still not bedtime potty trained, so I'm not a pro in this. I'm just going to give tips on things that have helped us get him daytime potty trained and things that when we are actively trying to see if he's ready to be bedtime potty trained that we do with him. So the first one is kind of a basic one that goes into whether you have a special needs child or not, but it is to limit fluid intake 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Especially for Noah, he does not like being in wet underwear. Now this wasn't always the case, and there are different signs for you to look for if your child is ready to be potty trained, and it's not necessarily like age it is with a neurotypical child. Honestly, Noah was not daytime potty trained till he was about 5 to 6 years old, and then he still had a few accidents. It wasn't until about age 7 that he was 100% daytime potty trained. But for us, we've realized that if we leave Noah in a pull-up or his good night during the day after he wakes up, he will continue to pee in it, and it will actually set him back. It seems like sometimes he'll be doing really good for a few nights in a row as far as not peeing, and then if we let him keep in that pull-up, it like sets him back. So it's really, really important that you use those only for bedtime and nap time so it doesn't confuse them. The next step is visual aids and simple communication. Visual aids is something very much commonly used with children with autism. Just do pictures, that's really good, or you can do a social story, books, there's shows, movies, there's all kinds of things that can kind of encourage that potty training, and also using simple words for it, just like potty, bathroom, pee-pee, poopy. Don't try to make it too complicated. So just using simple words can definitely help them. Another tip is positive reinforcement, whether that be a treat for them, maybe 10 to 15 minutes on their iPad, on their favorite game, just different things that they like when they go potty. So they'll start to associate with going potty with good stuff, and they'll continue doing it until their body gets into a routine. I don't know the medical reason on why children with autism struggle with potty training so much, but it's very, very, very common. Number 5, do not rush it and give yourself a little bit of a break. For Noah, he was our 3rd child, and our other children were not special needs, so we were used to at a certain age that they were potty trained, and there came a point where I really wanted to rush it. I felt bad because my child wasn't potty trained yet, but you should not feel bad. They will do it at their own pace, and I know it can get frustrating when you have an older child that's a lot bigger and you're still having to do simple potty things that you were having to do when they were 2 or 3. I get it. It is not ideal. We all want our children to be as independent as possible, but they can only do so much, and there's no reason to stress your child out, because that is not going to help the potty training process, and it's not going to help you out either. Don't feel bad, don't feel guilty, just relax and know that it will eventually happen. For us, we have no idea when Noah will be 100% potty trained, and we have just learned to accept that and go with it. It does get frustrating when I have to wash the sheets 8 days in a row. I'm just like, oh my goodness, but it's just something that we really have to go with. Another good tip that we did not try, and I think that this is genius, is to practice. If you realize that they're not quite ready, but maybe they're getting a little bit closer, they're showing a few of the signs, a good thing is to practice for sensory reasons. Practice them sitting on the toilet, practice them standing up, just practicing so they can have that, just know how the toilet feels, and just slowly transition them until they feel more comfortable with it. Because I think that was a big problem with Noah. I mean, he would sit on the toilet and it was freezing cold, it was hard. I mean, he just wasn't used to it all, and he had a really hard time. And expect regression. Regression is going to happen. Again, regression is a very common thing with autism. We thought Noah was potty trained at age 3 and a half, and yeah, it was sad news when a few weeks later he was back in diapers. So just realize that even if they do make progress, be happy and rejoice in it, but don't get stuck there either, because it may regress and it may just be a slower process of progress and regress, progress and regress. So that is it on my tips for potty training. If you guys have any tips that I have not mentioned, please leave them in the comments below, as I'm sure our other autism viewers would love to know the tips, and I think sharing is caring. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, hit that red subscribe button so you can become a part of our family for free. I'm not even gonna charge you. Like, what is that? But thank you. Like the video if you liked it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye.